Our military is proud to say that despite hostilities, our most powerful weapon against conflict is peace resolution.
There are quarters, channel quarters. All hands, man your battle station. Traffic pattern is up and forward, starboard side.
However, it is also best to be armed and prepared when the situation calls for it. The BRP Alcaraz is by far our toughest warship.
Ito pong barko natin ay may haba na 378 feet. It's just like more than 4.5 basketball court. And so far, the longest and heaviest patrol ship of the Philippine Navy so far.
A size big enough to provide habitability and comfort to 180 navies on board. She is equipped with two 18,000 horsepower Pratt & Whitney gas turbines and can propel the ship at speeds of up to 28 knots or 52 kilometers per hour. It can also be driven with fuel efficiency at 17 knots or 31 kilometers per hour, up to 14,400 nautical miles. Without refueling, it can run straight for almost 27,000 kilometers. It was named after a naval hero, Ramon Alcaraz.
The former commander of Offshore Combat Force used to recommend the name BRP Andres Bonifacio, and it went through the process in the Navy level, and it reached out to up until AFP level, until the Department of Defense level. But when they pass it to the Office of the President, I believe there was a guidance from the Commander-in-Chief to change it to a naval hero. And it's just so happened that Ramon Alcaraz was a former naval hero, being a commanding officer of the Q-boats that engaged the Japanese warship way back in World War II.
The Philippine Navy has initially embarked on modest vessel acquisition and upgrade projects in order to fulfill its mandated missions and objectives for military advancements.
This ship was given to us by the United States through the Exchange Defense Articles through the Foreign Assistance Act. This is primarily to boost our capability as Navy and in the armed forces, particularly our concerns in our Philippine seas.
Given the present scenario, the Philippine military is embarking on a modernization plan to improve the country's deterrence capabilities by letting intruders know that the Philippines will be able to respond if necessary. But what are the special features of this frigate? Find out when DSTV returns. Protectors of the sea stand sentinel where the Queen Sea Patrol docks. Keen, on guard, prepared for any action or assignment.
So far, we have level 2 status, meaning we are ready at sea anytime. And so far, this ship is one of the responsive ship in terms of accomplishing our mission at sea.
The loaded capacity of this ship shall be practical and adequate for coastal patrol duties, troop transport, and disaster relief.
So far, ito pong barko na ito ay nakaka-deliver ng different missions, just like our previous missions before, na it involves HADR during the Yolanda. As a matter of fact, yung po ang unang-unang mission nito upon commission ship. And then this was sent to West Philippine Sea for the patrols and of course the security of Malampaya. And then we also supported the all-out offensive during the Mama Sapano incident. We also supported the kidnap for ransom operations being conducted in southwestern Mindanao.
let's see the weapons that surround our Sea Hero ship. First, the primary battery.
So ito po yung ating primary battery or yung tinatawag nating primary gun. So ito po yung ating Mark 75 76mm naval gun. So the primary purpose of this gun is against air threats or air targets. Then pwede rin sa missiles which are subsonic missiles. Pwede rin natin gamitin ito against surface targets. And then pwede rin siya sa shore target or yung tinatawag nating naval gunfire support. So ang rate of fire ng ating Mark 75 mount is 80 rounds per minute. So yun yung kayang paputukin ng ating baril sa loob ng isang minuto. Fully automated ang Mark 75. So pwede mo lang siya paputukin through the Mark 92 Mode 1 fire control system.
It is also armed with secondary battery for close-range shooting.
Ito naman is yung ating close-in weapon system or yung ating secondary battery, Mark 38 Mode 2 machine gun system. So ang primary naman nito is surface. So against surface ito. Dahil ang kanyang elevation is 60 degrees compared sa ating primary battery is 85. Ang maximum effective range nito ay 2,950 yards or 2,700 meters. Pero yung maximum range niya is 16 kilometers. So yung kanyang caliber or yung kanyang projectile measures 25mm. Then yung length ng bala is around or approximately 10 inches.
You know, for a growing navy like ours, this ship is a multiplier to our capability. The acquisition of this ship paves the way to a more modern capability in the future. It's all about following the laid out sail plan, the laid out strategy of our Navy, so that we can have a credible and strong Navy that can address our requirements in our own Philippine seas. Hindi pa siya siguro maka one-on-one with our neighboring countries, pero at least we are gaining some distance towards that.
Isang bagsak. Happy birthday! Yun. Okay, thank you. Okay, ready to the ride.
These men are on voyage for weeks and months. But even amidst recess, they can never be fully at rest.
Gantuan, left this one. Left this one, gantuan. General quarters, channel quarters. All hands, man your battle station. Traffic pattern is up and forward, starboard side, down and port side.
At Philippine Navy, last Alpha Bar has been reported at compartment number 2-131, 2-5, last one. At Philippine Navy, last Alpha Bar has been reported compartment number 2-131, 2-5, last one.
But this was just a test.
So ang ginawa po natin kanina is nag-execute tayo ng general quarters followed by file import drill. And then of course general quarters nag-emergency getting underway tayo, naging fire at sea drill na po siya. So yung sa general quarters po natin, maganda po yung naging outcome natin, mabilis yung manning ng mga stations natin, and of course yung safety din po. Wala po tayo hindi tayo nagkaroon ng personnel casualty and also equipment casualty. And of course, lahat ng mga personnel po natin, alam po lahat nila kung saan yung stations nila, and then yung kung paano nila i-execute po yung drill. Alam po nila ang lahat ng gagawin.
Gun on remote now, sir.
Back to target.
But these exercises were also helpful to countercheck the condition of the ship.
So ang napansin ko lang po kayo na ang laps natin is nagkaroon tayo ng report sa alarm system na ang file is nandun po sa launch 2. Pero ang sinali po natin is nasa launch 1. Bakit po nagkaganon? Kasi ang smoke sensor natin dito sa barko, once na na-trigger na siya, is hindi na po siya mag-alarm. Ang nag-alarm po yung kabilang passageway. So ayun po yung na-address natin ngayon. Meron na po kaming request for the replacement of smoke sensors and of course the calibration of the alarm system.
Our Navy is doing a real good job in keeping this hero ship in good shape. Aside from serving as sea patrol, the BRP Alcaraz is also efficient in delivering service to the public.
Inuulit ko ang pasasalamat namin sa inyong handog sa amin at ang pag-provide ninyo ng pagkakatao sa aming mga mag-aaral na makatungtong sa inyong barko upang...
But did you know that you don't necessarily have to be part of the Philippine Navy to land your feet on this huge frigate?
We have with us Lieutenant Kutuhan with
The BRP Alcaraz is open for public viewing. So the next time you see this huge queen, hop in, take a tour for yourself, and rest assured, you'll know that you're in the protective hands of our Navy.